Now on Coast TV News.
It's a cloudy and chilly start to our Friday. Lots of clouds into the weekend and temperatures on the cool side. More on that, plus your DSN Outdoors Expo forecast coming up.
Dangerous driving period. The past 24 hours have seen one death and other serious injuries and several crashes in our area, including one that happened earlier this morning.
Help in the form of tiny homes, just like you see right there. The big benefit you could get if you build one in Lewis.
Rehoboth Restaurant Review. We have the changes being considered by the city that could make it easier for restaurants to make changes.
This is Coast TV News Today.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning. I'm Paige Marley. It's Friday, April 19th, 2024.
Paige, we've reached the weekend.
Yes.
Plenty of activities. You got the fashion show, outdoor show, NBA, NHL playoffs. Plenty to do, and maybe not enough time to do it.
It feels like it, right?
Yeah, it's already jam-packed.
Right. Take a little nap today and then get up, go to the DSN Expo, right? And then when are the games?
Tomorrow?
Okay.
Well, there's playoffs start tomorrow, but your Caps rocking the red, that's Sunday.
Okay. See, every day is busy this weekend. Take a deep breath. We're all in this together. We have a lot of fun things to do. It's a very exciting time. But yes, that DSN Expo starts today. Fashion show tomorrow. Expo again. Sunday.
But 2 days of the outdoor expo.
I can't even keep track. Good thing Cool Things is happening in a little bit.
Right.
Mallory will keep us up to date. You know who else is keeping us up to date? As always, First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahi. Bob, I can't keep track of everything, so just take over, please.
So much on the entertainment plate for the weekend. It's like that charcuterie board, right? And I think Matt's fashion show is moving up the list. That's going to be a big deal moving into Sunday. And lots of clouds for the weekend, but it's looking chilly. More on that coming up. It's chilly out the door this morning. Everybody, either you're 48 or 49 degrees, except for Greenwood, standing out of 47, 48 Delmar, 48 Bethany Beach. So it's chilly out there, and we've got the wind blowing off the ocean, stronger along the coast, making it feel even cooler. So I had the puffy jacket this morning. You'll probably need that as well. So bundle up. Yeah, it's still April, still springtime, as we're looking at a lot of clouds. Had some breaks earlier on, not a lot of weather going on. We've got some clouds, thicker clouds farther to the west, so it's the low clouds this morning. Visibility is good, but that chilly wind coming off the Atlantic, 40s and 50s. Could see some breaks from time to time, a little bit of sunshine, but for the most part, we're looking at a lot of clouds as we go into the afternoon. A little warmer towards Salisbury and Seaford, and cooler as you make your way through Fenwick Island and Rehoboth as we go into the afternoon, staying cloudy this evening. But when the sun comes out, it'll be strong. Here's our UV index brought to us by Ocean City. It's 5 on the scale. Burn time is 30 minutes. So we're in the moderate range today, but we start to creep up through the high range Saturday and Sunday. And for the first time this season, the very high range by Monday and Tuesday. So be extra vigilant and use that higher SPF at that time.
Will do, Bob. Thank you. We have breaking news now this morning. A pedestrian hit by a vehicle in Milton, and based on early information we're getting, it could be a hit-and-run situation. According to the Milton Fire Department, it happened on Harbison Road, west of the intersection with Route 9. The department responded to this call just around 2:20 this morning. So this happened just a few hours ago, so details still limited, but check the Coast TV News app and our website for updates.
And we moved to Salisbury, where there was a deadly crash last night sometime after 7 p.m. The Salisbury Police Department says it happened within the area of South Salisbury Boulevard and Pinehurst Avenue. The road was closed between Pinehurst Avenue and Lloyd Street. This morning, police say they will work to continue to determine the cause of that crash.
The Lewis Planning Commission looking into the possibility of tiny places to live, but according to the city's Planning Commission, there are a few more tweaks needed to the proposed ordinance on the tiny homes in the city. Coast TV's Charles Reiner shows us what could be down the road in the first town.
Lewis is looking into some creative ways to fix the lack of housing problems here in the city. Take a look at your screen right now. This is what is called an accessory dwelling unit, or an ADU. It's basically a smaller place to live that can be built on an existing property or even built into or on top of one. And the city's planning commission brought up more options to incentivize to build these, such as rental tax breaks and giving discounts to contractors to build them. In a recent meeting, the commission said that this is a big need to help new employees find places to live here in Lewis.
I would argue that the people who visit here also would like to buy a meal in a restaurant, and when they go to the hospital would like somebody at the ER when they arrive, you know.
This is still in the discussion phases. This topic was sent back to Lewis's Housing Subcommittee to look into these different options as they write the ordinance. I'm Charles Reiner in Lewis, Coast TV News.
Here's some more details on what an ADU actually is. They are built on the same lot as a larger or primary home, either created inside, added to, or detached from the primary home. They're self-contained with a separate kitchen, sleeping area, and bathroom, and are often created through construction or conversion of an attic, basement, or garage. According to the Delaware Housing Authority, ADUs typically have minimal visual impact as they are normally situated behind the primary house.
New this morning, the one family in Lewis cementing its place in the city's history. So you may remember the Daisy family. We've spoken about them before. Their house that you see on your screen, and they fought the city for the permission to demolish that home. After an initial rejection, the family finally was cleared to tear down the old and then start fresh. Now, the Lewis Historical Society is opening a new exhibit. It's titled Voices Heard, the History and Legacy of the Black Community in Lewis. According to the organization, 28 photos are on loan from the Daisy family that give a glimpse into the legacy of African American life in the city. That exhibit opens today at 5 p.m.
Also new this morning, a bill allowing people to end their life in what supporters claim is a, quote, humane way has passed the Delaware House of Representatives. It's House Bill 140. It would allow those terminally ill people to take drugs themselves to end their life. Supporters say that people must still be able to make sound and informed decisions. The bill states that the person's doctor or nurse must also confirm the diagnosis, and this bill now waits to be acted upon in the Delaware Senate.
Rehoboth Beach, of course, a popular spot for going out, getting something to eat. And according to the city right now, though, there's some confusion among officials as to what's considered a substantial modification or a drastic change to a restaurant there. Right now, if a restaurant owner is looking to take away seating under city code, that actually counts as a substantial modification that requires a public hearing. The city says commissioners were confused why a simple change like this would count as a substantial modification. One local restaurant worker says the ever-changing regulations are hurting their businesses.
Yeah, so that probably took a little bit of business away, most likely, because people obviously love the outdoor seating, and then taking that away made it a little more difficult and slower.
And the city says clarifying what it means to substantially modify a restaurant is part of its effort to keep dining areas uniform and regulated. The city will further discuss the proposed changes today at 2.
Substantial modifications can also involve changes to restaurant or dinner theater layouts or spaces. So follow me on this. These changes can be made to the bar, restroom, food storage, and food preparation spaces. Changes also make adjustments to the number and sizes of bar areas and any expansion in other parts of the building that's not included with the approved floor plan. Rehoboth Beach officials say simple rearranging the tables or seating, that is not considered a substantial modification. Does bring us to our CoastTV poll. We want to know, what is your view on restaurant regulation changes?
Very interesting.
Yeah,
okay,
Paige.
so last hour it was 91%?
91, yes.
Yeah, 91% said it was excessive. That's actually down now to 83%, so more people voted for it's necessary. Interesting. What do you think of that?
Yeah, within the past hour, it's still overwhelmingly excessive,
Yes.
but that gap did close. We did get more people voted in the last hour for necessary as opposed to excessive just within the last hour.
Yeah, definitely. You can still see the majority of people are voting for there. So, hey, keep it up. We want to keep voting, see how this changes. Go to coasttv.com/vote, or you can vote on our mobile app.
Well, we move on. Israel has carried out a military strike against Iran. The move is in response to Iran's attack last weekend and took place on the birthday of Iran's supreme leader.
NBC's Bree Jackson shows us what the possible fallout for the ongoing war in that region is looking like.
New video showing the airstrikes that Israel carried out.
Israeli forces striking back against Iran's attack that saw more than 300 drones and missiles launched at Israel.
Unfortunately, in the Middle East, an eye for an eye and the retaliatory sort of mindset is very strong.
Israel's military action comes despite President Biden's calls for restraint. Israeli officials notified the U.S. that a response was coming and American troops were not involved.
What we can say with assurance is that the United States itself did not participate in that kind of military activity.
The impact of Israel's strike is still being assessed. Members of the intelligence community say the reaction moving forward will depend on the extent of the damage.
I do not believe at this point that Iran wants a major war, because it will lose that, and it will lose it in a big way. But at the same time, the Iranian leadership also has to face its domestic political pressure, and it can't be seen as just laying down to Israel's offensive capabilities.
I think we have to assume that that's it from Israel for the time being. And perhaps they're just trying to see whether or not Iran is going to respond.
Heightened tensions in the Middle East further raising concerns that the conflict could spread. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
On Thursday, the Biden administration announced new sanctions targeting Iran's missile and drone program after its attack on Israel last weekend. As for this weekend, President Biden is scheduled to spend time at his Wilmington home.
All right, Matt, we're just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News Today.
Coming up, we have the scene overnight as crews fought a fire on the Atlantic City boardwalk. We'll tell you the early details from officials.
Also, a final phase of the Lewis-Georgetown Trail, closing a portion of it for a period of time. We're telling you what's planned for the work to improve your outdoor experience.
And the results are in. Netflix reporting the outcome from a strategic study aimed at increasing subscribers. We'll tell you what they're saying about its first 3 months of the year. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Welcome to the Brush Factory. Explore our over 60 local merchants and artists all together under one roof. You just never know what you'll find at the Brush Factory on Kings.
Thank you so much for thinking of us.
We greatly appreciate your support.
Whether it's your first time betting or you've been gambling for years, have a plan and know the game. Be aware of the rules and odds before you gamble. Set a budget and never gamble with money you can't afford to lose. Take a break and consider teaming up with trusted friends to help you stick to your budget. Remember, if you or a loved one has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER 24/7 or go to helpmygamblingproblem.org for free confidential services.
For 30 years, I've been fighting for Maryland.
The man with the guts to stand up to Biden, Robin Ficker.
Biden's let 7.2 million illegals into our country. That's more than all of Maryland. I'll stand with President Trump to secure the border, declare war on the cartels, and ban welfare for illegals.
Veteran, conservative fighter, Robin Ficker for Senate.
I'm Robin Ficker, and I approve this message.
Discover the lodges of coastal Delaware, featuring 2 exceptional communities with one goal: life your way. The life at the Lodge at Truett Homestead is like being on vacation every day, featuring worry-free independent living and unparalleled amenities with the convenience of a monthly rental community. Moving right down the road, experience refreshing coastal living at the Lodge at Historic Lewis, offering independent living, assisted living, and our Compass Memory Care program. Engage in vibrant activities, build lasting connections, and savor each moment. Visit our website or call today to learn how to make the Lodge lifestyle yours.
6:13 on this chilly, cloudy, and kind of icky Friday morning. Boardwalk Plaza Camp. Saw some activity a little earlier, but cloudy at the beach is 48, and everybody else is into the upper 40s right now, so bundle up out the door. You had time to break out that heavier jacket as we have some stronger winds along the coast. Lots of clouds. Could see some peaks from time to time, but if you're traveling across Delmarva and really much of the region, we are nice and quiet today. If you're hitting the golf course, the weather's always good. Well, most of the time for golf, and our putt falling a little short. We're in the fair category today. Not bad, cloudy and cool on the range and the golf courses, and 59.
Just a few inches short, Bob. Maybe next time. Dewey Beach wants visitors to know where they can park when coming to town. Town officials say visitors need parking permits. They're valid in all designated spaces except for coin meter spaces. The coin meter spaces are solely for hourly parking. North end of town, that's residential with narrow streets, limited parking. Central area, that's where you'll find most of the shops and restaurants. It can be challenging to park there during lunch and evening peak times. Maryland Board of Public Works has approved over $14 million to preserve outdoor space throughout the state. This is in the form of grants to local governments and land trusts. And out of the $14 million, a total of $11 million in local funding was approved for 10 projects. One of those includes $100,000 for renovations to the concession and changing facilities at the Dorchester County Public Pool.
Netflix made some risky moves last year, but it seems to have paid off. The streaming service cracked down on users like many of us who shared passwords. That pushed users to get their own accounts. Now, in the first 3 months this year, Netflix announced it gained more than 9 million subscribers. Ooh, that's a lot. So that brings Netflix to a record high number of subscribers there. Well, Starbucks, they've redesigned the plastic cups to be more sustainable. The new cups, I know they look pretty similar to the current ones, but they're actually made with up to 20% less plastic. Starbucks projects these new cups will keep more than 13.5 million pounds of plastic out of landfills annually. The new cups debut at select U.S. and Canada locations this year. Still ahead this morning, DelDOT in the final phase of the Lewis-Georgetown Trail project. They're prompting a temporary closure. We're telling you when you can expect that project to be complete.
And it's low-hanging gray clouds this morning on our Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam. That camera's right at the base of those clouds, 48 in Laurel. So it's a chilly start and lots of clouds into the weekend. Some peaks of sun and on the cool side, but staying mostly dry. Your forecast is coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the CoastTV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
It's the final VIP days at Boscov's, our biggest home sale of the season. Mohawk answer rug 17 by 24 inch size, just $9.99. Home Inspiration Yankee candles 19-ounce tumblers are just $9.99. Buy one Vanity Fair, Olga, or Warner's bra at the ticketed price. Get the second for 99 cents. A super selection of Skechers for the family, including slip-ins, $29.99 to $79.99. And register to win a free pair of Skechers during the final VIP days at all Boscov's.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would
say. So they're
say,
made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would
and they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think
and
so.
And they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
20 years ago, Farmers Bank of Willers opened branches to serve Ocean City and West OC. Now, we're making it official with permanent locations to better serve our customers in Worcester County. While other banks are closing branches, we're banking on Ocean City's future. Sure, we have a world-class app, but sometimes there's no substitute for helpful, friendly people. Announcing our grand opening on 87th Street, North Ocean City, and coming in 2024, West OC on Route 611. Switch to the Farmers Bank of Willers, where people matter.
Get the CoastTV First Alert Weather app with live satellite and radar, severe weather alerts, and extended forecast. Download the free CoastTV First Alert Weather app, sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
Time is 6:18, and you are looking live at Seaford. Clouds still the story of this Friday morning as we ramp up for the weekend, Bob.
Yeah, I know you're not gung-ho for the sunscreen, Matt, and the good news for you is that you don't really need that much for today, but when the sun does pop out, it's getting stronger now, so you definitely need that higher SPF. Here's our 5-day temperature trend, and we're running below average today. Average high is 68. I'm thinking around 59. We bounced it up to 68 on Saturday, and then it drops back to 60 on Sunday, and then only in the middle 60s Monday and Tuesday. So all in all, below average the next several days, but mainly dry. Just a few chances of rain. 48 in Salisbury, 48 in Georgetown right now. Greenwood, you're at 47 with 48 in Ocean Pines and upper 40s. Bethany Beach up to Rehoboth right now. That's where your winds are strongest right now. Not especially strong, but sustained winds at Indian River Inlet, 18 miles per hour, a little lighter inland. So you couple that breeze with temperatures in the 40s, you definitely need to bundle up. It's still April, it's still spring as we're looking at the cloudy skies. Nothing in the way of precipitation. You don't see any big areas of low pressure or any big fronts, but we do have some thicker clouds building in through Maryland and a front across the Ohio Valley with showers along and ahead of it, and those will build in as we go into tonight and early Saturday. But for your Friday, we're battling the clouds. We'll see some breaks from time to time. Around noon, 60 in Seaford, Salisbury 61, mid to upper 50s from Berlin up to Ellendale, but right along the coast, a lot of you are stuck in the 50s as it will will be really chilly there with that wind coming off the ocean, and lots of clouds into this evening. And by 8:30, maybe a stray shower. Don't know if you need the umbrella necessarily for that. Through the overnight, mostly cloudy. A better chance of showers by Saturday morning as the front comes through. So if you're up and about early tomorrow morning, temperatures in the 50s, some of those showers lingering through mid-morning and by noon. Maybe still a few showers around Berlin, back through Ocean City, but farther to the north in Harrington, I think you're dry for the DSN Outdoors Expo, just a little chilly. And then we start to clear it out as we go into 2:30 on Saturday, but it's chilly, temperatures into the 50s. And then as the sun comes out, I think it warms up later in the day on your Saturday into the 60s and keeping it clear into Saturday evening as our winds are coming in off the ocean. This time of year, that keeps pretty much everybody cool. And then the winds are variable, and at times they'll turn to the north. So a lot of times they're variable, and then they do start to get a little stronger as we go into Sunday, which, by the way, we clouded up again, but I think the rain from the next system will be staying to our south as we start next week, pretty clear and cool. Here's your Paul Davis 7-day forecast. 59 cloudy today, 68 Saturday. Overnight lows in the 40s by Sunday morning, and by Sunday, a cool high of 60. More sunshine Monday, 65, and not a cloud in the sky on Tuesday. That might be the day to take off, just saying. 66, a few showers on Wednesday, 69, then cooling down with clouds and sun on Thursday.
Thanks, Bob. Biking, running, walking from Lewis to Georgetown, it's getting a lot smoother. DelDOT says the final portion of the Lewis-Georgetown Trail now in the design phase. The first section of it opened in 2016, and CoastTV's Mallory Messner shows us how it will all be complete by fall 2025, and people we spoke with say they can't wait.
Lisa and Bridget Whitcomb and their dog Lily walk the Lewis-Georgetown Trail all the time.
It's nice, but then you get to the end and you're like, oh, I wish it went, longer.
But the trail won't always end here at Fisher Road. It will go on another 6.5 miles to Airport Road in Georgetown. The entire trail will be 17 miles long, which C.R. McLeod says is the longest in the state.
When it's all completed, we think it's really going to be, the crown jewel of our trail system in Delaware.
McLeod says a $21 million federal grant is helping pay for the next phase of construction. People we spoke with say the price is worth it for the popular trail.
And if it takes cars off the roads, because we'd be paying to refurbish the roads if we're not doing a trail. So to me, a trail's worth it. Exercise and beauty all in one.
So many people use the trail. It's going to add to the value of the area, and what attracts people here in the first place is to be outside.
The low-stress trail won't put too much of a strain on traffic during construction based on DelDOT's plan.
We do have some intersection crossings, so when the construction is happening in those areas, there may be some lane shifts and things of that nature.
Biking, running, and walking from the first town to the county seat. Mallory Metzner, CoastTV News.
Still more to come this morning. Coming up, new features for the firehouse. We're showing you what's coming to the new building for the Ocean City Fire Department. Digging into another weekend along the coast. Stay tuned for Earth Day events and all the other cool things to do.
Stanley Steamer is proud to be the leader in deep cleaning, cleaning over 1 million homes and businesses across America every year, using powerful equipment custom built by us. We'll remove the buildup of dirt, dust, allergens, grime, and contaminants seen and unseen from your home and business. America's professional deep cleaner for over 75 years. It's not clean until it's Stanley Steamer Clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner. Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Draper Media seeks a detail-oriented overnight operations technician. This crucial role involves monitoring and managing over-the-air and content, plus quality control. Successful candidates are proactive problem solvers with knowledge in broadcasting systems like Grass Valley Ignite and Sony ELC. This position requires night, early morning, and weekend shifts. Apply today at drapermediajobs.com. Draper Media is an equal opportunity employer.
When you take a chance, chance can take you to unexpected places. Whoa. Bet Rivers Online Casino. Feel the rush.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH First Spring Into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FUR or visit FHFur.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up. And use hashtag SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
New this morning, video here shows you crews battling a fire on New Jersey's Atlantic City boardwalk. It started shortly after 7 p.m. Thursday night. It was a 2-alarm fire. No injuries have been reported yet. Cause is still under investigation.
The Ocean City Fire Department has a new firehouse coming to Midtown on 65th Street. Here's what we know about the details. So inside there will be 12 bunk rooms, a kitchen, a balcony facing out to OC, loads of storage space, and the largest fitness room currently in any firehouse in Ocean City. The biggest thing, though, coming to that building is going to be a decontamination suite. That's to protect firefighters from health risks like cancer. Chief Bowers explains how after every fire, firefighters can then go there to wash off carcinogen byproducts produced by fires.
Our firefighters, after they're back from a fire incident or a training fire, they can actually get their gear washed off, get themselves washed off, and be ready for the next call.
You can expect the station to be up and running by fall of this year.
And we bring back First Alert meteorologist Bob Triheat later this afternoon. It is the first day. We've been talking about it for a while here. It's here, the DSN Outdoors Expo at the Delaware State Fairgrounds in Harrington. I think we're all looking forward to see what the vendors have when it comes to camping, fishing, things like that. You can check out the latest for that and more.
Yes.
You know, I'm thinking about a boat, but you know, I know, but there's so much maintenance. You know, you got to put gas in it, you got to clean it,
I'll help
you got to take
you.
it out for the winter.
I'll help you, Bob.
Yeah, maybe we can all chip in and buy a boat.
You buy it, I'll wash it.
I buy it and you accompany me, okay? All right, sounds like a plan. But it's going to be a good time out there at the DSN Outdoors Expo. Kicks off today from 4 to 8 p.m. and then again day 2, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And bring your jacket as you're checking out all the hardware out there. Lots of clouds at 358, upper 50s through the evening hours. Some peaks of sun, but with a brisk easterly wind, it's going to be chilly in mid-50s by 8 o'clock. And then day 2, late morning 58 on Saturday. We're going to see a northwest wind making it feel chilly, but I think air temperatures warm up a little bit to the upper 60s by 3, a little bit more in the way of sun. So the weekend not looking all that bad, and we stay pretty dry into early next week. Much more in your forecast coming up in a couple minutes.
The cleanup countdown is on. Earth Day has been celebrated since 1970, and there are lots of green events to attend. There's also a lot of other cool things to do this weekend. One of them is actually across the street at Dogfish Head.
Yeah, so exciting. And by the way, just some full disclosure, a member of the board of CoastTV's parent company, Draper Media, is a co-founder of Dogfish Head. But here's some other cool things to do.
There are a lot of ways to get outside and give back to Mother Nature all Earth Day weekend long. On Saturday, the Fenwick Island Environmental Committee's cleanup is at 8:30 a.m. Enjoy Earth Day Kids Crafts at the DuPont Nature Center in Milford from 10 to 4. The 3rd Annual Nature Festival in Trap Pond State Park runs from 11 to 3. On Monday, meet at the Slaughter Beach Pavilion for cleanup events starting at 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. Dunes or Defense Hike in Fort Miles will tell you how the Great Dune contributed to coastal defense. And from 10 to 4, Delaware Defense Day will honor those who secured the home front during World War II. Fort Miles is coming to life with artillery demonstrations, a flyover, and the recreation of a submarine surrender ceremony. Saturday is Record Store Day. Dogfish Head will have live music in Rehoboth and Milton and a vinyl pop-up shop in Milton on Sunday. There's also vintage and vinyl in Berlin. Join the Delmarva Sports Network at the Delaware State Fairgrounds for the DSN Outdoors Expo on Friday and Saturday. There will be demonstrations, prizes, food trucks, classic cars, and live wrestling. Also at the Delaware State Fairgrounds, the Bay Country Figure Skating Club's Disney Princess-themed ice show called When You Wish Upon a Star has showtimes Friday and Saturday. Walk for Autism this Saturday from 9 to 1 at Hudson Fields. Autism Delaware says there are multiple start times and a virtual option. The Race for Open Space 5K and 1 mile walk is raising money to maintain the 4th Street Preserve in George H.P. Smith Park on Saturday. Free health fairs offer screenings on Saturday at Avenue Church in Milford starting at 10 a.m. and at the Milton Public Library starting at 11. Adoptable dogs from Grassroots Rescue are coming to Dewey Beer in Harbison on Sunday from 12 to 3. The Rehoboth Beach Convention Center is transforming into a fashion show. Models, including CoastTV news anchor Matt Pensick, will strut down the runway wearing the latest formal fashions from local boutiques. The fashion show is this Sunday from 4:30 to 7 p.m. Empty bowls are fighting hunger in Sussex County. The Rehoboth Beach Sunrise Rotary Club says 300 artisan crafted bowls will be on display at Love Creek Elementary on Sunday for people to take home. Local landscapers, home improvement and cleaning service companies, party supply companies, and other businesses are meeting at Cape and Lopin High School. The Spring into Summer Small Business Expo is organized by the Delaware Alliance of Latino Entrepreneurs and La Plaza Delaware. It takes place from 1 to 6 p.m. this Sunday. And when the sun goes down on Sunday, the Big Chill Beach Club's first full moon party of the season is from 6 to 9 p.m. with a silent disco. Dig into Earth Day. Lewis and Bloom planted 30,000 tulips for the Tulip Festival, and you can dig up the bulbs to plant in your own garden Monday at 8 a.m. Looking ahead to Thursday, Ripley's Believe It or Not in Ocean City is cutting the ribbon on hundreds of new exhibits, newly renovated galleries, a revamped mirror maze, a secret room, and more. Denrec says other ways to celebrate Earth Day are planting a tree or cleaning up on your own. For event registration pages, tickets, and required supplies to Earth Day events, go to the article on CoastTV.com.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation where we bring the showroom to you.
Life isn't always easy. Sometimes we need a little bit of help to work through life's more challenging problems. At Addiction Medical Facility, we are here for you, believing in your strengths to overcome any obstacle. Whether it's addiction to substance use disorders or mental health issues, there's hope for a better tomorrow. Together, we can tackle what is holding you back. Our medication-assisted treatment combines FDA-approved medication with counseling, offering a holistic approach tailored to your needs. Addiction Medical Facility. Together, we find hope and healing.
After numerous successful shower renovations, we've heard your feedback loud and clear. You're craving more than just a shower. You desire a complete bathroom transformation from Baths by Spicer Brothers. We're reimagining your entire space, from digital design to meticulous craftsmanship. Every aspect will be customized to fit your unique style and needs. And right now, save up to 20% off your new project, plus no payments and no interest until 2026. Don't settle for less. Call Baths by Spicer Brothers today because you deserve the best.
Social Security and Medicare aren't just handed to us.
We've earned them. Hour by hour. Day by day.
Paycheck by paycheck.
They aren't plans. They're a promise.
Made to every American.
Every American.
And we're not going to let anyone
break it.
Break it.
Break it.
Neither will I.
And you can consider that a promise too. David Trone will stand up to Republicans looking to strip the safety net seniors depend on. And there's no backing down.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
Now on CoastTV News. It's a cloudy and chilly start to our Friday, and lots of clouds into the weekend, and temperatures on the cool side. More on that, plus your DSN Outdoors Expo forecast coming up.
Giving money for EV movement, the new bill just passed by Delaware State House and is designed to get lower-income people to buy electric vehicles.
For Rehoboth Beach Review, we're breaking down some key initiatives being tackled today by city officials.
Touting tiny homes, the benefits being offered in Lewis if you build something like this in the city.
This is Coast TV News Today.
April 19th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
Yeah, we're approaching 6:35. We've got a little sports here. Alyssa, our producer, her 76ers playoff action tomorrow.
Exciting.
Bob's Islanders tomorrow.
Ooh.
Your Rocking Red Caps Sunday. And America's team, the Cleveland Cavaliers, play tomorrow.
Okay. Busy weekend for all of us. I'm ignoring the America's team comment, and I'm going to move on. But thank you for that. Busy sports weekend for all of us.
Busy, yep.
It's all going to decide how we come in Monday morning.
It is a mood
You know
setter.
what I mean? It is.
Talk to the people in my house.
I know that. My dad's the same way. So let's see if we'll be feeling good weather-wise. I think we're going to be feeling pretty good today, Bob.
I thought Penn State was America's team. I guess it depends on what time of year. But a lot of sports on the plate this weekend, of course, the DSN Outdoors Expo as well. Here's temperatures this morning. It's chilly, 48, 49 degrees pretty much for everybody. Greenwood 47, 48 in Del Mar. Bundle up in Millsboro 48 with winds coming off the water now around 10 to 20 miles per hour. That Atlantic is still chilly, so that's pushing the chilly air over the top of us and feeling colder with that wind. We have lots of low clouds, so nothing producing anything in the way of rain. It's possible we could see a little patchy drizzle, otherwise a few breaks, and then some thicker clouds building in from the west right now. So mainly low clouds this morning and some breaks, so grab the sunglasses just in case, as we're looking at temperatures in the 50s really much of the day. Varying amounts of clouds and sunshine could poke into the low 60s from Salisbury to Seaford, but much cooler along the coast and keeping it cloudy into this evening. Going for a run, I think this is great running weather. It's dry, the winds aren't too bad, and temperatures are cool. I know runners like that. Temperatures in the upper 40s to begin with this morning, and then mid-50s by noon and mainly cloudy.
Thank you, Bob. We could have a creative solution for housing shortages in Lewis. The city's been debating the idea of what are officially called accessory dwelling units, ADUs. They're also known as tiny homes. They've been doing this for a while now.
They have. Basically, these are smaller places to live that are built onto an already existing property. Some city officials feel it's necessary to add to the city, but they also say they want to handle these tiny homes carefully.
Yeah, and Coast TV's Charles Reinert shows us the different road bumps that the city needs to overcome to reach the finish line on this proposal.
This is the forefront of what the city of Lewis is working on, accessory dwelling units. The reason they're needed? Lewis just doesn't have enough affordable places to live, pricing out teachers, waiters, nurses, and every other key member of the workforce.
We want to do something. Let's go after the low-hanging fruit. That seems to be ADUs as the first step.
The Lewis Planning Commission brought the proposed housing solution up Wednesday night, and after months of discussion, these are some of the current rules in the ADU ordinance. ADUs cannot be bigger than 900 square feet. Any ADU in Lewis's historical district has to comply with H-Park guidelines, and the space must be inspected before a new person moves in. One of the biggest points of contention were the incentives to actually build ADUs.
They have to have an incentive for the homeowner, okay? What is the incentive for the homeowner to do what the intention of this bill, what our actions are supposed to do, and that is provide affordable housing.
The commission also discussed a recent piece of legislation in Dover that looks to add ADUs here in the first state and how it would affect their plans for tiny homes.
This topic was sent back to Lewis's Housing Subcommittee to look over these potential regulations. This is still in the early phases, and it would need to pass through Lewis's City Council in order to become a law. I'm Charles Reinert in Lewis, Coast TV News.
Happening today in Rehoboth Beach, some important topics on the table for the next City Commissioners meeting. On the agenda includes a license agreement that would allow the Coast Hotel across from the post office to extend an awning over the public area. There's also a request from Rehoboth Beach Public Library to change some deed restrictions. The purpose of this request is to make some changes to the interior layout of the library. Commissioners will also be discussing changes to the city law concerning the role of the city manager, how taxes are assessed, and the city's specific powers. This meeting is taking place today at 2 o'clock.
One family in Lewis cementing its place in the city's history. You may remember the Daisy family, whose house that we're showing you on your screen. They fought the city for permission to demolish the building. After an initial rejection, the family was finally cleared to tear down the old and start fresh. Well, now the Lewis Historical Society will open an exhibit. It's titled Voices Heard, the History and Legacy of the Black Community in Lewis. According to the organization, 28 pictures are on loan from the family that give a glimpse into the legacy of African-American life in the city. And that exhibit opens today at 5 p.m.
The push for electric vehicles in Delaware continues. On Thursday, the State House passed a bill that would offer taxpayer money to people of lower incomes to buy electric vehicle supply equipment. In some of these cases, 90% of the cost would be covered, including the installation of the equipment. The bill now moves on to the Senate for review.
Still more news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, though, we have some damage after a car burst into a building in Georgetown. Take a look at that. We're telling you what officials are saying about the crash.
That's a shocking picture there. Also, Delmar, Laurel facing off in the Henlopen clash on the baseball diamond. The key late inning that saw a big momentum shift.
On Wednesday, May 15th, vote for your favorite chef at the 10th anniversary celebration Top Chef of the Culinary Coast event to benefit Meals on Wheels Lewis Rehoboth. The fun begins at 6 p.m. at Ivy and Dewey Beach, when you'll enjoy live music and feast on the area's best culinary creations and local spirits. Get your tickets online at mealsonwheelslr.org or call Meals on Wheels at 302-645-7449.
For a great shopping experience, Furniture Gallery is the place to pick up one-of-a-kind signature finds to complete your home decor. Come explore our selection of handcrafted furniture and get all the supplies you need for your own DIY projects. And through the doors is Shore Marketplace, where you'll find the most unique local shops at the beach. With over 40 local artisans, Shore Marketplace is truly a local connection you cannot afford to miss. And next door you'll find Scrub Apparel outlets. All this under one roof with easy access off Coastal Highway North.
$6 billion. The total economy of a small country. Now a cash grab for Fat Cat Delaware lawyers. Because Chancellor Kathleen McCormick is doing their bidding. She stopped a legally binding contract in order to grant them billions in legal fees. That's a $300,000 an hour cash grab for McCormick's future bosses, while everyday Delawareans barely scrape by. What does McCormick have to say about these Delaware Fat Cat lawyers? We've always had each other's backs.
Take your career to the next level with a company that truly cares about their employees. Family owned and operated for over 50 years, Brazier's Pest Control is looking to add full-time service technicians and clerical staff to join their team. Why Brazier's? Competitive pay, weekends and nights off, no holidays and full benefits package. Plus, each technician gets their own fully equipped vehicle. Brazier's Pest Control is committed to providing a healthy work environment, ongoing training, and quality service. If you have what it takes to join Brazier's team, call and set up your interview today.
6:42 on our cloudy Friday morning. You can see that, the gray skies on our tunnel and razor cam. 48 in Lewis, so not the best day for boating for sure, as it is pretty chilly out there. We're in the 40s, upper 40s all across northern Maryland and Delaware. So break out that puffy jacket. You'll need it because we're seeing some breezy conditions and lots of clouds out there. Might see some breaks from time to time today, but mainly cloudy skies, thicker clouds to the west. So, hey, get out there on the course and golf. Looking great, but I think our long putt is falling just short. We're in the fair range today, but hey, if it's dry for golf, it's good. Cloudy and cool and a temperature of 59. Good luck.
Good with the fair, Bob. And Bob, you just had that live shot of Lewis just moments ago. Lewis is continuing to nail down potential environmental regulations for wetland buffers. The Delaware Center for the Inland Bays, they are pushing for changes. They're claiming both tidal and non-tidal wetlands provide valuable services such as storm and flood protection, along with water quality improvement. Officials will continue to talk about creating an ordinance for wetlands within the city at the upcoming Environmental Subcommittee, and that meeting scheduled for Monday.
Blades Police looking at traffic at Market Street and High Street. A study analyzed data from the past 3 years, and the results showed that the intersection didn't have enough crashes to require a traffic light. The department says adding a traffic light when it's not needed for safety could actually cause new types of accidents. The study did find that some road markings at the intersection are worn out, so Blades Police are planning on replacing the paint there to make the road markings more clear.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good morning. Delmar baseball trying to break a 4-game losing streak and facing Laurel, a squad looking for their 3rd win of the year. In the second, Colby Shockley racking up a few of his 5Ks in this game. In the third, Laurel up 1-0, runners at the corners, ball lifted up by Shockley in the outfield deep enough to get the runner home with the sacrifice fly. 2-0 Laurel. Moving to the fourth with Will Lloyd lays down the bunt for the Bulldogs, and the ball is thrown into right field, allowing a runner to score and advancing Lloyd to second. 2 in scoring position for Laurel, and they would not waste it. Bases loaded, 3-2 count. The ball hit into the air by Elijah Niblett. Delmar unable to make the play in right field. Laurel brings home another run, extending the lead to 4. In the fifth, a huge chance for Delmar. Bases loaded, nobody out, and Aiden McCulley grounds into a double play. Isaiah Miller with the turn from short to second. The Wildcats get a run, but that's all the offense they would produce in this game. On the other side, the Bulldogs continuing to knock balls into the outfield. Then Connor Smith closes the game out with a couple of strikeouts. Laurel tops Delmar 7-1. Over in the Henlopen, Sussex Tech baseball defeated Cape Henlopen 3-1. Zane Adams got the RBI ground out to open the scoring at the bottom of the 6th. Jeremy Vest threw 7 complete innings, giving up 0 earned runs on 3 hits. The Ravens improved to 8-1 on the season. That'll do for sports. Have a great day.
And today is the day. We've been talking about it for a while now. Join the Delmarva Sports Network at the Delaware State Fairgrounds for the DSN Outdoors Expo. Both indoor and outdoor vendors will be on site showcasing everything outdoors. Boats, RVs, hot tubs, hunting, fishing, and more. The DSN Outdoors Expo starts today. It runs through the 20th.
Here's what's happening today at 4 on Coast Life. It's the perfect weekend to bring home a new pet. We have this week's Pet of the Week from Humane Animal Partners. And tasty or no, we are eating a new snack that TikTok made us try. All that and more today at 4 on Coast Life.
Looking forward to that. We're looking at a lot of clouds right now in Seaford on our Tidal Health Camp, but it's dry, so just clouds and kind of cool into the weekend, and temperatures running below average, at least not too wet, a few little chances for rain. I'll track it on Futurecast coming up in 2 minutes.
Whatever your struggle, there's hope. Call Homes for Hope to schedule your same-day appointment.
Are you tired of contractors not showing up on time or not even returning your call? And why are you still waiting for an estimate? Maybe it's because the sales consultant they sent isn't really qualified to make a proper quote, only to find out the contractor isn't even licensed? That's why thousands of homeowners and businesses trust Delmarva's original crawl space experts. At DryTech, we're certified, trained, licensed, and insured. So your crawl space problem gets solved, guaranteed. Call DryTech today for a free assessment.
See the beauty of Delmarva from a bird's eye view. Soaring over the shore, Mondays on CoastTV News at 6. Sponsored by Morse Roofing and Siding.
Taking you back to the decade of neon colors, big hair, and of course, great music. Join me, April, every morning at 8 a.m. on 107.1 The Duck as I play some of your favorite tunes from back in the day. It's April's Awesome 80s, sponsored by Easton Auto Care and Denton Auto Care and Tire.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFur.com.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH Fur's Spring Into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FUR or visit FHFur.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up. And use hashtag SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
Time is now 6:48 on your Friday. We are going to take a live look right now at Laurel, Bob, and There are those clouds you were warning us about. Still not a terrible day, but definitely a cloudy morning.
But that is a cool shot too, Paige, because the base of the clouds is level with the camera on the tower. So pretty cool there, but if you want the sunshine, not too cool as we are looking at the cool conditions. But nice conditions to wash the car today, even though it's cloudy. It's dry, so I gave it the green light. Good there, and you can add the wax. But tomorrow, we have some rain in the morning, so I put it around the fair position, but it does improve later Saturday, especially again on Sunday. But of course, we're battling the pollen too, so that's a problem, a recurring problem on the cars. We're looking at temperatures into the upper 40s this morning, 48 Salisbury, 49 Seaford. Looks like Greenwood is the cool spot at 47, so make sure you have that heavier jacket as we're seeing a stronger easterly wind along the coast, a little lighter inland right now, and clouds in red are showing a lot of those low clouds, but nothing in the way of any precipitation. We are seeing the deeper white colors, thicker clouds back to the west through areas of Maryland, and then we're watching this front across the Ohio Valley. You can see the rain from Cleveland all the way down into the Tennessee Valley, kind of a broken line of showers, and that will advance in tonight. But here's looking at Futurecast starting at 8 a.m. this morning, looking at temperatures in the upper 40s. You can see all the clouds, and at times we clear out. Don't know if we totally clear out by 10. Kind of have to take this with a grain of salt. Lots of clouds, some peaks of sun. By noon, lower 60s, well inland near Seaford and Salisbury, but much cooler along the beaches. And then by 2:30, it's 60s inland, around 60 in Georgetown for the high of 59 Millsboro, and even some 40s possible along the coast. We keep it kind of cloudy and cool this evening. Maybe a stray shower, and at times we do clear it out through the overnight. But by Saturday morning, a better chance of showers. Dale to Ocean City in northern Maryland by 7 a.m. And even by 9:30, it looks like this model has some showers hanging on. So if you have those outdoor plans or having that garage sale or yard sale, we are looking at some showers early and then clearing out. And then by 2:30, we're looking at temperatures into the upper 50s. I think we get into some sunshine, and we're in at least the low 60s, maybe mid 60s or higher by Saturday evening, and cooler at the beaches. So all in all, not a bad forecast, but that wind is coming off the ocean, so that always makes it cooler. And it's variable at times, and then it's northerly as we go deeper into the weekend. So here's Futurecast on Sunday. Any kind of sunshine goes away with thicker clouds. And I think we keep it dry as we see a storm system scooting to our south into Monday with a nice start to the week next week. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. 59 today with all those clouds. A little bit of sun on Saturday. 68, only 60 on Sunday. More sunshine Monday and especially Tuesday with mid-60s and maybe another shower chance by Wednesday and getting close to 70 degrees.
One person was seriously injured after a car ran into a building and then hit a person inside a building in Georgetown. Georgetown police responded to the back of a cell phone shop named Jimenez near Layton Avenue early Thursday morning. Police say they found the building extremely damaged and provided aid to the hurt individual. That person hit was taken to a nearby hospital for treatment. Georgetown police are still conducting an investigation to determine the cause of that crash. Well, it is now 6:52. It's time to check in with our Coastal Pet of the Day.
And in this hour, our Coastal Pet of the Day is coming to us from the Brandywine Valley SPCA. On your screen right now is Halsey. This pretty girl loves a good snuggle and enjoys a nice day outside. If you want to adopt Halsey or other adoptable pets, you can visit the Brandywine Valley SPCA.
She is so pretty. And hey, we want to see all your pets on Delmarva, so send us photos of your pets and tell us what makes them so special.
Scan the QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friends to Coast TV News. Then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature. We'll be right back.
Transform your bathroom into a haven of luxury with Baths by Spicer Brothers. Call today for your free consultation. We'll work around your hectic schedule with evening, Saturday, and even same-day appointments available.
And right now, receive 50% off installation, a free shower door upgrade, and a free deluxe shower head. Plus, enjoy your new shower now and pay later with no interest and no payments for 18 months.
With Baths by Spicer Brothers, quality is our promise, and your satisfaction is our guarantee. So before you sign, keep Baths by Spicer Brothers in mind.
Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach has been serving award-winning Italian food since 2008. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves traditional and coastal Italian cuisine, pairing Mediterranean flavors with fresh seafood and local produce. Lupo has an extensive all-Italian wine list, monthly wine dinners, and a friendly and knowledgeable staff. Popular dishes include chicken parmesan, lobster bucatini, and veal meatballs. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and open 7 days a week. See you soon.
Your wallet is always in danger. Criminals can hack your information without you even knowing. Introducing Slim Mint, an ultra-thin RFID blocking wallet that keeps your cards and cash protected. Slim Mint uses the latest RFID blocking technology to prevent thieves from stealing your info. It's ergonomically designed to optimize space and keep your belongings organized. With the auto-locking Slim Mint, your cards and money stay securely in place. It has a built-in cash clip and a flexible outer band to fit your additional cards and cash. Call or click now and get Slim Mint for just $29.99. Order in the next 5 minutes and you'll get an instant $10 discount, so it's only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get Slim Mint at this low price. There's a strict limit of 3 Slim Mint wallets while supplies last. Don't wait, order now.
Call 1-800-613-4296. Call or visit slimmintwallet.com. So call 1-800-613-4296 now.
Mark your calendars for Runway, a formal style fashion show, Sunday, April 21st at the Rehoboth Beach Convention Center. Prepare to be dazzled by stunning looks from Rehoboth's finest boutiques, live music and entertainment, plus champagne and hors d'oeuvres. Tickets are $50 and are available now. Treat yourself to a fun and stylish evening you won't soon forget. For more information, visit Rehoboth Beach Main Street's Facebook page.
It is 6:55. It's time now for some things you need to know before you go. The Ocean City Fire Department has a new firehouse coming to Midtown on 65th Street. And here's what we know about the details. Inside there's going to be 12 bunk rooms, a kitchen, a balcony facing out to Ocean City, a lot of storage space, and the largest fitness room currently in any firehouse in Ocean City. The biggest thing coming, though, is the building will have a decontamination suite. That's to protect firefighters from health risks like cancer. You can expect that station to be up and running by fall of this year.
Happening today in Rehoboth Beach, important topics on the table for the next City Commissioners meeting. The agenda includes a license agreement that would allow the Coast Hotel, that's the one that's across from the post office, to extend an awning over a public area. Commissioners will also discuss changes to the city's laws concerning the role of the city manager, how taxes are assessed, and the city's specific powers. That meeting is set to take place today at 2 p.m.
This morning, a pedestrian was hit by a vehicle in Milton. Based on early information we're getting, it could be a hit-and-run situation. We're still learning more. According to the Milton Fire Department, it happened on Harbison Road, just west of the intersection with Route 9. The department responded to this call around 2 this morning. Well, it is now 6:56. It's time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out your door.
Yeah, we got one final check with First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahi as we have hit the weekend, Bob.
We have hit the weekend, and of course we have a lot of events as we head into the weekend, guys, at DSN Outdoors Expo. That weather is looking dry and chilly, so today you don't need the umbrella. You need the sunglasses at times because even when it's cloudy, it's bright. So we're looking at, a lot of clouds. It looks like we lost our little sun icon for 1 or 2 p.m. But lots of clouds today, 40s this morning, and then only warming into the upper 50s, maybe some lower 60s to the west and much cooler along the coast. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. Those clouds, a recurring theme into the weekend. A little bit of sun on Saturday, but a little warmer, 68, but that's short-lived because we're back to 60 on Sunday. 40s at night beginning Sunday morning, and then the sun finally comes out for a couple of days, Monday and Tuesday, especially Tuesday. Maybe a rain chance Wednesday, another cool down Thursday, but then it warms up into next weekend and hoping and praying for 73 by next Sunday. That'll be nice.
That would be nice, Bob. Thank you. And thank you all for joining us on Coast TV News today.
And the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
We'll be back with Coast TV Midday at 11, so stick with us.
And for even more news and coverage you can count on, download our Coast TV News and Weather app. Everybody have a great Friday morning.